What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. On today's episode, as you guys can see behind me, we got ourselves a 2017 GMC Sierra Denali 2500 HD, guys. This is one of my dream trucks I've wanted for a while. I know the Ram was too, and then you get bored of it, but I've always wanted the Denali. I looked up every other truck out there. The Fords had that CP4 issue, the 10-speed was having trans issues and whatnot, and the Denali is something I've always wanted. We did have a GMC Sierra Denali before, back in the days. It was a 2010 model, and it was a gasser, so that got replaced by the Cummins, as I needed something more stronger and heavy duty to pull stuff. But ever since I sold my Denali, I've always wanted to go back. I mean, the Denali is like the Cadillac of trucks. It rides smooth, guys. So as you guys can see behind me, it's kind of tilted to its side. We bought it with some damage, of course. It was kind of a complicated process trying to get this thing off the trailer, because I know just a little bit you guys will see. But with that being said, let me just get straight right into the damage and show you guys what we all need to go ahead and get this thing rolling. And we're trying to get this thing into the shop for today. I want to do a quick walk around. The reason I bought this truck is because of the wheels on this thing, the lift kit, the history on this truck. I mean, this truck has almost, with the lift kit, wheels, tires, and everything, it's about an $8,000, $9,000 package on the truck, suspension, wheels, and tires alone. It's got Fox Racing SSR Cognito lift with the 2.0s on there. Same with the back ones, as you guys can see. I mean, this thing has everything on it. We're going to go to the other side in a little bit, and I'll show you guys the main damage. But as you can see, the truck is leaning over to the other side. So let's go ahead to the other side, and I'll show you guys where the damage is. So as you can see, it looked like it clipped something, guys. It looked like it hit the bumper, which broke off that wheel. That's a hostile wheel, guys. And, you know, these wheels aren't cheap. So look what it did to this wheel. We got a new one on the way. These are the H113s, and we figured out the measurements are 22 by 12s and a 44 offset. But this thing's got Fox suspension. Unfortunately, our Cognito upper control arm, as you guys can see, is bent a little bit. So no problem, we'll get a new one of those. And we need to get a new inner and outer tie rod. That's pretty simple to do on this thing. And the knuckle looked good while looking at it, but when I look back here, you can kind of see it's got a little crack right there. So we got our new knuckle, also from Cognito, and we're going to go ahead for today's episode trying to get this wheel off of here, because we got our lock nut bolt kit over here so we can get any wheels off that's got these locking nuts on it. And we found one that fits, so we're going to go ahead and get this wheel off, hopefully get our spare on here, kind of figure out something, maybe zip ties or tie down straps or something to get this tie rod in and connect it to the knuckle so we can get some steering and get this thing rolled into the shop. But guys, take a look at this side. This side looks pretty good too. That's just some paint transfer on that door, so that'll all come off. But I am so happy I got this thing. We're going to go ahead and get this thing with the spare on there and get this thing rolling to the shop. So let's get right to it. So guys, if you guys need this wheel full part out going on the wheel, I'll sell you this half. If your wheel's broken, I'll sell you the cap. I'm just playing, guys, but take a look at how bad this thing cracked. It cracked on both sides. I don't even have the inner portion at all. These four over here were tight. These two were obviously loose. So you can see a little bit behind here. The rotor still looks good. I'm going to go ahead and get a new hub for it anyway. I guarantee the wheel bearing's probably shot on it. And the calipers look good. The inner and outer tie rods, change the knuckle, the control arm, and this thing should be good, guys. So let's go ahead, get the spare tire on there. We'll have to go to the back to get that and put that on there and get this thing rolling in. Alrighty, guys, so take a look at this. We were going to go ahead and buy an inner and outer tie rod kit. It was a little bit too expensive to do that, so we went ahead and used some of those tie down straps, guys. Saves you 60 bucks there, and you know, every little bit counts towards these builds, because you know, it helps you get more. I'm just joking, guys. I can't do that anymore longer. We just went ahead and did this so we can get steering, so we can actually get this thing steered and, you know, not have to keep kicking it as we're driving. How is this gonna hold up? I am not too sure. We'll find out, but it's on there really tight, guys, so it ain't moving, it ain't coming off. It should go in and out like it does to rotate this hub assembly. But let's go ahead and get the spare on there and start this thing up and see if our trick worked. If not, we'll instantly know. So let's go ahead and do it. Alrighty, guys, take a look at this. We got this thing in, obviously. It was a lot of work to get it to here. I mean, it was kind of sketchy, but guys, I really love how this thing looks. The white on black next to the white on black AMG GT, guys. I mean, this looks really cool. We have all our personal cars. I mean, we almost got to the point where all of our cars were black. We had one white, and it was like white on gunmetal, which is our Lexus RCF. And the rest of them were all black. The G-Wagon, the Porsche, I mean, our Ram truck. I mean, all of our other vehicles were all black in our fleet. So we wanted to add some white in there. I figured it would look pretty cool having white, black, white, black, white, black parked up front. And guys, this thing's gonna come together so fast. As you guys can see, there's little bit scuffs on the rear bumper. That's all fixable. We paint. It's really easy to do. On the side, the body is really straight. That right there has got some paint transfer that'll come off with some thinner. We're gonna go ahead and repair this fender. The fender's got a little bit of a dinger right there and there. Fender's repairable, saves you about $500-600 there. The bumper on the front, we got a new one. We're not gonna save that. It's about $600 for the bumper, cover only, not the whole assembly. And then we got a new fog light bezel coming in, as you guys can see real closely. It is cracked, unfortunately. Luckily though, the fog light itself isn't. And same with this chrome thing right here on the grill. Looks pretty good from far away. When you come closer, there is a little crack on it, so we're gonna replace that as well. But guys, everything on this thing's gonna come together pretty quick. We just gotta go ahead and order it. Might take a week or two to get here. Once we get everything in, we're gonna put everything together. Here is the inside, guys. The Denali package. You get the sunroof, I mean, all the leather and all that. This is a really hard color interior to find, and this is something that I really wanted. I really like how it's got the two-tone interior, the Denali embroidered on the headrests. You got the full gauge up there is all digitalized. Backup camera, Bose sound system. I mean, heated, cooled seats, four-wheel drive, of course. Trailer brakes. I mean, you got everything on here. Memory seats. So, guys, that's how the interior looks, and I really think it looks really nice having a two-color combo interior, kind of like a cinnamon on white. And I think it's going to look really nice once we get this truck done the way we're going to go ahead and get it done. So we were doing some discovery on this truck, just doing walk-arounds and stuff, and I guess we figured out what happened. You got a Honda Accord bumper here with a Honda Accord reinforcement bar, and you got some, bezels and old tire, and you got some Jose Cuervo tequila. I ain't no police officer or, investigator, but what I think happened here was this guy was driving, possibly was drinking, and as he was driving and drinking, didn't see a Honda Accord coming towards him. Maybe he was going straight. The Honda was taking a left, or I don't know what happened, to be honest. But he clipped and ate a Honda Accord. I mean, if the Honda Accord caused this much damage on this truck, I wonder what the Honda Accord looked like. That's what I think. Drop it down in the comments what you guys think happened exactly. I mean, that's what I think. If you know who owned this truck, you know, and you can get us in contact with the owner, get me in contact with the owner. Let us know. DM us or leave a comment or something like that. And we'll get in touch with you. But I think just off just looking at it, how the wheel was cracked and everything, I think that is exactly what happened on this truck. Alright guys, so that's going to be a wrap for today's video. I really hope you guys like what you guys are seeing so far with this Denali GMC Sierra build. I'm super stoked with how everything is coming together. We didn't do much on this video, but just how we put the wheel on there and, you know, got this thing into the shop. I mean, it was a struggle to get this thing off the trailer, guys. You know, without being able to steer, and the wheel that was halfway broken, as you guys saw, it was a pain. We couldn't move it anyway. I mean, that's the exact spot that we were able to drag it off the trailer and just leave it there. But I really wanted to get it in here. We got the spare tire on there, and we got it into the shop. So that was a huge accomplishment for today to get this thing in here. On our next episode, you're going to see us start working on this thing. We got all the parts on the way, as I already mentioned. But guys, if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff and more builds, we did the AMG supercar already. We're going to do a GMC Sierra Denali build, which is like the Cadillac of all trucks, in my opinion. I really love these trucks. So we're going to do a cool build on this one behind me. And if you guys like what you guys saw, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave us down a comment of what you guys think. And until then, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.